Hello and welcome to the 62nd Annual Induction Ceremony of the Rosemount High School Chapter of the National Honor Society. We apologize that we could not be with you in person this year to celebrate these students and their achievements, but we thank you for joining us for this video presentation. Our induction program will begin with a welcome message from myself, Alli, Driessen, co-advisor of National Honor Society, followed by a message from our principal, Peter Roback. The National Honor Society pillars will be outlined, and we will present our outgoing members, incoming members, and highlight our leadership teams. The program will be concluded by a reading of the National Honor Society Oath and a closing message from co-advisor Kyle Paulson. Welcome to the 62nd Annual Induction Ceremony of the Rosemount High School Chapter of the National Honor Society. I'm Driessen, a science teacher here at Rosemount High School and a faculty advisor for National Honor Society. Today we are celebrating the induction of over 300 new members to our prestigious society. The students who are being inducted tonight represent the very best of Rosemount High School. They embody and represent the National Honor Society core values and the values of the Rosemount High School Irish Way through their commitment to serving others, their pursuit for higher learning and personal growth, and exemplification of positive values and leadership throughout their community. We also owe a debt of gratitude to the people who support and inspire these students on a daily basis, including family members, community members, classmates, teachers, coaches, and staff. Your love, encouragement, and occasional pushes help shape who these students are. Thank you for your continued support. For my co-advisor, Kyle Paulson, and myself, this concludes our first year as advisors for NHS. As we've come to learn more about the current NHS members, time after time we've been inspired by their passion, drive, and selflessness for our community. A famous philosopher by the name of William James once said, "Act as if what you do makes a difference." It does. Our National Honor Society embodies this. As a chapter, we've set out to commit to high standards and strive to do more. We take immense pride in the fact that our members contribute over 10,000 hours of community service hours every year, and each NHS member has the potential to impact thousands of lives through the service they do. Some of our most impactful projects this past year, including packing meals to serve hundreds of children in Haiti in partnership with Feed My Starving Children, hosting the first annual Halloween canned food drive, which collected 1,000 pounds of canned food for local food shelves. We donated over 50 pints of blood in partnership with the American Red Cross, and we mentored and inspired hundreds of District 196 elementary students through tutoring and volunteering at book fairs, map nights, and respect retreats. Over the next few years, current and future NHS members will be rolling out some exciting new charitable events and partnerships with community organizations that will further increase our local and global impact. National Honor Society members serve, grow, educate, and inspire. We have an exciting year of big dreams and plans ahead of us, and I'm immensely proud to have the opportunity to work side by side with you as we embark on this journey. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Roback, and I'm grateful to serve as principal of Rosemount High School. Welcome to the 63rd Annual and first virtual induction of the Rosemount High School's National Honor Society. Unfortunately, we are not able to come together in person today for this important ceremony. We can still, however, honor and recognize the achievements of these very special students. I would like to start by acknowledging our guests viewing this ceremony, the parents, the guardians, and extended family members of these distinguished students. A significant reason why students are being honored is because of the love and support, guidance, influence, and input of all of you. This ceremony is one of those times that we celebrate the accomplishments of our students, but we also must realize the impact that positive, caring, and meaningful relationships have in overall success and the ability to achieve. I would like next to recognize the faculty leaders of the organization. A special thanks to Ms. Driessen and Mr. Kyle Paulson, chapter advisors, as well as Mr. Kelvin Kiesling, assistant principal, for their leadership with National Honor Society. And finally, and most importantly, I'd like to recognize and welcome our students. Current and soon-to-be members of National Honor Society, thank you for embracing and demonstrating excellence in the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society's foundation, which are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In countless ways, you have impacted our culture and climate here at Rosemount High School. In other words, you have contributed to our community. You are passionate, thoughtful, motivated, and make it matter wherever you go. From the example you set by virtue of your character, to the contributions you make to the learning environment through your scholarship, to the lives you touch as part of your service, to the followers you guide via your leadership. You are role models, change agents, and the essence of what it means to live out our Irish Way values. During this ceremony, we will be inducting a record 179 students into the Rosemount National Honor Society. Together with our members who are already inducted, the National Honor Society will be made up of 317 students next year. Briefly, I want to mention the origins of the Rosemount High School's National Honor Society. Rosemount has a motto of pride in the past, performance in the present, and promise in the future. Celebrating and honoring our storied past is valued here and provides direction and learning for the current RHS community moving forward. In thinking of the past, we can trace the origins of Rosemount High School's National Honor Society back to the 1958-59 school year, when there were a total of 55 graduates. 2 of those graduates were, in fact, inducted as members of the National Honor Society. Although 60 years have passed and perhaps some of the activities and classes look different in present time, the character, service, scholarship, and leadership of these original 2 students, I'm sure, look very similar to our current inductees. So students and parents and guardians, take special pride this evening. You join a society of scholarly, nationally recognized high school students who have weathered the test of time. Remember, membership in the National Honor Society is an honor, but it is also a commitment to excellence. I challenge all of you to commit to maintain and further develop the 4 National Honor Society's pillars that have earned each of you the privilege and honor to be a member of the National Honor Society. In doing so, you will be the leaders we need you to be in and out of the classrooms at RHS. You will live our Irish way values and continue to seek learning and growth opportunities on a daily basis. Congratulations to all of you once again. Please continue to make Rosemount High School proud, your teachers proud, your parents and guardians proud, and most importantly, yourself. Thank you.
Members of the National Honor Society embody and are committed to upholding 4 core values. Character is the valuing of diverse cultures and building relationships that reflect love of self and concern for others. There are endless attributes to good character, including perseverance, respect, integrity, honesty, and sacrifice. Good and noble character is a high calling. Character is demonstrated by students who uphold, respect, and promote the principles of morality and ethics. Show concern, courtesy, and compassion for others. Observe instructions and rules. Punctuality and faithfulness in obligations, both inside and outside the classroom. Leadership is carrying oneself with dignity and taking ownership and responsibility for one's own actions. Leadership is demonstrated by students who seek roles of responsibility in the classroom, at work, or in other school or community activities, are resourceful, dependable, reliable, effective, and respectful delegators, demonstrate initiative and proactivity, encourage participation in school activities and at community service, contribute ideas and volunteer to fill leadership roles in planning and organizing service opportunities for others, and they exemplify and inspire in others positive attitudes and mindsets. Scholarship is a commitment to learning and growing on an educational path. It means making the most of the educational opportunities provided and seeking out learning, not only in school or similar settings, but also personally. Scholarship represents perseverance and grit, a willingness and drive to challenge oneself to strive in difficult circumstances and challenging courses. More importantly, it stems from a desire to contribute to this world in a positive way by building on one's own knowledge, skills, and talent through different experiences. Service is seeking out and engaging in meaningful service, not simply doing acts of service to fulfill a requirement. Through service, students gain invaluable and meaningful experiences, perspectives, and opportunities to demonstrate and strengthen their other key values of NHS. To be inducted into the Rosemount High School chapter of the National Honor Society, students had to demonstrate their commitment to these values through a rigorous application process. The students who qualify are recognized and respected by their peers and the District 196 community as being among the best students of Rosemount High. We will now present our outgoing and incoming members. First, our outgoing members in graduating class of 2020. We are immensely grateful for the hard work and commitment of these students over the past 2 years. Congratulations, graduating class of 2020. We are so proud of you. And now for our second year inductees from Spring 2019. Now for our new inductees of this spring 2020. We would now like to highlight our National Honor Society leadership teams. Mr. Paulson and I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our leadership team of 2019. These students demonstrated grit and perseverance during a difficult transitional time for the National Honor Society, particularly in light of the coronavirus pandemic. They served as capable leaders who inspired and encouraged their peers and offered creative, new ideas to help our community grow and expand on its community partnerships. Thank you. We welcome our leadership team for 2020. While interviewing these phenomenal students, Mr. Paulson and I were immensely inspired by their passion, compassion, and big ideas, and we're looking forward to an exciting year with them. And now for our National Honor Society oath. Please read the National Honor Society oath along with me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school, and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Good evening. I am Kyle Paulson, a business education teacher here at Rosemount High School and a faculty advisor for our National Honor Society. As I look back at my first year as an NHS advisor, inspired is the word that comes to mind. As I began the year, I never imagined such an amazing and dedicated group of individuals could accomplish nearly 10,000 hours of community service. Every year, our NHS students dedicate a minimum of 36 hours each to our school, local, and broader communities. As I look at the list of 326 students being inducted tonight, I can only imagine what is to come of the 11,736 hours we as an organization are dedicating to our community next year. President Barack Obama once said, "Keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world." These words have resonated with me throughout the year as I look at what our amazing chapter has done. This year, our student leadership team created some amazing opportunities for our students to participate in. Next year is no exception. The 2020-21 NHS Leadership Team is already hard at work improving on our successful Halloween trick-or-treat for cans, adopting Carol Woods, partnering with Dakota County Parks, bringing in new community partners, chapter events, and planning our first Irish Relay for a Cause. As I conclude, I challenge each of you to take President Obama's words to think of new and creative ways to support our communities, embrace these ideas by creating a plan and putting the plan into action. Your impact on our school, local, and broader communities is monumental and inspiring. Thank you for your commitment and dedication to character, scholarship, leadership, and service. This commitment that you are making tonight is truly inspiring to your advisors, your parents, and the Rosemount High School community. Thank you.
We thank you for watching our video presentation of our induction ceremony. Be sure to congratulate and wish these students well the next time you see them. We wish you and yours happiness and good health.